Howdy! It is your boy, Rowdy McDowdy here. I spent no time like prepping my appearance or anything, so we are just going with the homeless look-ish for the day. Bam! Oh, wrong thing. Bam! Okay, that was also the wrong thing. Where am I going? Okay, there it is. I clicked on the wrong thing. Yeah, so my monitor is still all the way across my room. I can't see anything on OBS. I could barely read the chat. What's up, Marty? What's up, Rufus? How are y'all doing? I know this is a rare sight. I am on GT7. I should probably, I have Cyrus's stream up, so I should probably mute that now. Yeah. So, this is definitely a new thing for the channel. I'm actually doing GTWS manufacturers for once in my miserable life. Because, I did kind of get into it last year going to the events. And I know, like, I am nowhere near the skill level, let alone, like, the driver rating level to be able to even compete for the qualifiers. But it's fun. Like, so far, I mean, most of my races, I've started out, like, front half of the pack. Like, the first two Nations races that I did were pretty mid. And I dominated on the final Nations race, the Red Bull at Spa. So that was nice. And the only round I've done a manufacturer so far is round 1 at Nürburgring 24 Hour, which I did like the second day that I've had this wheel. And started in pole, finished in first by a fairly solid margin, so that was pretty good. And yesterday or the day before, I'm already losing track of time, but I recently hit A+ driver rating, so there's still probably going to be some A drivers in my lobby because like I just got into A+ and I haven't done any races since, so I'm like right on the edge whenever it comes to that. So as far as qualifying goes, so obviously, as you can tell by the thumbnail, I'm driving the Rexy livery. Absolute goat of a machine. Team Porsche. And the only reason why I chose Team Porsche is because it's the car I'm most comfortable with. It's the car, like, obviously I like driving it the most. And I probably should have gone with, like, a less popular manufacturer, so that's, like, easier to get higher up on in the rankings as far as, like, credits goes. But, yeah, this is by far the most popular manufacturer this year. So, because of that, I'm kind of doing pretty mid in terms of, like, the manufacturer rankings so far. So, it'd be interesting to see, like, where I end up by the end of it. As far as manufacturers go, I was, like... Actually, I was worse off in... Or Nations, I mean. I was worse off in Nations than I was... than I am in Manus so far. And I've done a little bit of practice for this race already. I'd probably say like I put in maybe 150 miles or so. And I can't get a full lap below 124, or below 125 I should say. I did get my optimal at 124.9 something, but I can't like put it all together in one lap. Because that corner that I just went down, the one at the start of the straight and the hairpin, are easily my two weak spots. I just have trouble being consistent on them. Like that time it was actually kind of decent, but stringing it all together in one lap is it's a little tough. But then again, I'm definitely, like, nowhere near top-level driver at this point. I'm definitely, like, I would say top 20% maybe, as far as, like, the entire player base goes. And maybe by the time, like, I get a lot more races in, I'll probably settle down in, like, mid A+ or something like that. But a big factor goes into how today's race goes. Because what I'm thinking is going to happen for this race is I'm definitely going to, like, as long as I don't screw up really bad on my quali lap, I should get pole, or anywhere from like pole to P4 pretty easily. But my biggest concern is the other drivers, because there's a few drivers in this skill level that are still a little sloppy, or sussy, I should say, whenever it comes to their driving behavior. There's been one person in particular who has been a royal pain in the cunning linguals the last few times I've raced with him, so hopefully he doesn't show up this time. But who knows, he might actually show up, I don't know. So, yeah, I'm just hoping for a race where everybody is out of my way and I'm also out of everybody else's way. So if I start out in pole, then I'm starting on the softs. If I'm like maybe P3 or lower, then I'll probably start on the mediums. And just hope that nobody's too aggressive on the softs behind me, like trying to shove their way through the field. And I actually haven't practiced any with tire wear yet, so I've been pretty much practicing for my quali laps this whole time. So it's good that I'm finally getting some practice in on like the actual tire strat now. I need to zoom in on the chat more. I still can like barely see it, and I'm still having to look across my room. Yeah. Try to fix that real quick. Oh, what's up, Hunter? How are you doing? So I don't really do real life racing technically, but I just go to the track every now and then. I mean, obviously I would like to do it at some point, but I am not rich. So, yeah. Maybe one day, but yeah, I actually haven't been to the track ever since my car's throw-up bearing went out the last time, so I could go back at any time, but I'm kind of just taking a break from it right now and getting my getting everything else in order before I start blowing more money on it. And besides, like, it's starting to get hot now, so I could really use an oil cooler and probably some like other cooling mods like hood vents and stuff like that, because this time of the year my car is definitely going to be running too hot, especially with the supercharger in the engine bay adding all that extra heat. So it probably wouldn't be the best idea to go back out right now. Not until that's all sorted. So that alone is like, for the vents and the oil cooler, that's probably like a little over $1,000 investment right there. That might have been too wide. I know for a fact that, like, whenever the race starts, then I'm definitely not going to be able to look at chat at all, because I'm going to need to give, like, my full attention to the race, even on, like, the straights. If I had chat, like, right here next to my main screen, then it'd be easy, but... So apparently some people can... Oh, wait. I can't remember if they said 12 laps on soft or 12 laps on mediums. But so far it's only looking like I'm going to be going 8 laps on softs. So, unless I'm just like doing a terrible job at saving them. Finally a face reveal? Well, I've been doing streams and videos of my face in them for a while now. Not that often though, so maybe some people still haven't seen the face reveal yet. And my rights are just dying real fast. Oh, there goes the rear. Add insult to injury. Ugh. Can I English? Clearly no. Nope. I don't know. I think I'm gonna just do a 7-lapper. Throw the mediums on and see how these perform. I only did a little bit of practice on the mediums yesterday, so I still haven't perfected my points with it just yet. I mean, I still haven't perfected it with the softs either, but yeah. Oh. I looked left for a split second and I'm into the wall. Yeah. You can tell I don't do the streaming thing that often. Any distraction and my driving just dies. That might be a penalty right there. Alright, looks like we're good. I need to be careful shifting into second on that long right-hander, because it likes to kick out whenever I'm on the mediums, not so much whenever I'm on softs, though. Okay, well, I was still on the rumble strip, but whatever. Still just a hair late. This would have been a semi-decent lap, too, for mediums if it wasn't for this. I think it's so dumb that, like, how if you get a penalty on the lap before, it doesn't ruin that lap, but it ruins your next lap, depending on where you are on the track. Might have to give me a gorilla mind here in a minute. Just to wake up the old brain compartment. Was that too wide? Nope. I'm a good, Alex. Thank you for asking. Well, probably mid, actually. I think I would go with mid. Not good, not terrible. But hopefully we can change that, at least for today, with a good result. Or we might get our points deleted in the first slot and then have it deleted for the entire race event, because that's the way PD rolls now, apparently. Cool. Yeah, second gear doesn't really work for me right there. This car likes its first gear quite a lot. One thing I've been thinking is this car obviously is not the best on the straights. So if I were to start out in pole on the softs, and the driver behind me starts on mediums, if he starts on softs, then he's going to keep up with me, like, for the most part anyways. But if he starts on mediums, I'm wondering if I can build up enough of a gap where they don't have a slipstream on me. Because if I can, then as long as I have the faster pace, of course, I'll be able to pull away. I could have an alien in my lobby, I don't know. So I'm just trying to think of a good strategy here. One thing I'm also worried about is, like, cars, like, so if I were to qualify, like, maybe P3 to P6, something around there, and I start on the mediums, I'm wondering, like, if the people behind me start on softs, they're going to be on my ass the entire lap. And some of them might be a little aggressive or too pushy or something. And obviously that would be anti-good. So as I'm just running laps here, I'm trying to, like, figure out what I'm gonna do for whatever situation. Because typically if I start out in front, I'm just going on the softest compounds and running away with it. That was going good until this corner. We're gonna try to do 1,000 miles with 200 A-spec points. Ooh, good luck with that. The A-spec points on that event is very weird because the field is so spread, even if you do have, or even if you don't have the Cobra in there. Because the way GT4 calculates A-spec points is, like, based on the entire field, not just, like, your car versus the fastest car. So if there was, like, a Fiat 500 in that field, then 200 A-spec points is going to be impossible to pull off because that car is so much worse than, like, what the rest of the grid is going to be. I remember, like, I was using the Camaro. It was upgraded, of course, but I was only getting, like, 5 A-spec points per race with the AC 427 in there, which was obviously not right. I mean, it's not like it was much of a challenge for me anyways, but yeah, that pretty much just goes to show, like, how skewed it actually is. But if you get the right grid, then yeah, you might be able to do something with that. But it is hard though, like, very hard and very boring. That was a long time ago for me, too. Back in my day. But I'm glad I did get it out of the way, like, early on. But I think that series was also, like, the point where I started playing GT4 less because of how burnt out it made me, so I don't know. That's a hella understeer right here. Yeah, I think for the mediums, I'm just going to stick in second just for safety reasons. At least you're there. I think I'm still going to drop to first here. I still need to work on my braking for the hairpin because I find myself turning the wheel too early while I'm still on the brakes, and it just understeers throughout the whole thing. I could raise my brake balance more to the rear, but that would just make the car too sketchy in other areas. And I really don't feel like flip-flopping back and forth between certain sections of the track. I know some drivers do that, but I'm not that sweaty. But it is actually a lot easier on this wheel because I finally figured out what all these color-coded knobs are for. So the red is for the brakes because it's colored red. The yellow is for the torque vectoring center differential for four-wheel drive cars. The blue is for traction control, and the green is for the fuel. So, how about that? Just like instant swap to the fuel right there, instant swap to brakes, traction control, easy. The annoying part is, The annoying part is scrolling manually all the way back to like the radar or whatever you need. But yeah, that's what the knobs are for. I mean, they could have just been dials, honestly, but it's whatever. More controls for PC usage, I guess. Too much inside. My lead foot syndrome doesn't really help with the exit of these corners. Because I'm just like so eager to get back on the throttle and then I lose rotation because of that. Alright, now this would be the final lap of the race, I believe. So, honestly, the medium tires, they're not really that bad once they get down. It's just the right rear is going to be on the sketchy side. This is like, I don't know why I'm understeering that much either. But the fronts have more grip. Honestly, I think during the race, I'm probably going to switch back to, like, a zero brake balance. Just to stop the rear end from sliding everywhere in some of these braking zones. Like that. it just kicks out once I let off the throttle. Alright, I am gonna go grab a drink real quick. I'll be back in a jiffy. Alright, this one was sitting at the very back of the fridge, like right next to the vent, so it is extra cold. Actually, I need to store that upside down so I don't get like hit with the wave of weird taste, because this thing doesn't really mix that well, because it's like so packed with a bunch of shit that's probably not good for you, but I drink it anyways. Oh. We don't want that happening in qualifying, that's for sure. Or that. Lol. Mistakes were made. All right. Cracking a cold one. Without the boys, unfortunately. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be wired here in like 30 minutes. I haven't eaten anything all day either, so it's not like food coma's gonna knock me out anytime soon. Alright, let's see what I can do this time. Full attention. Eee. All right, time for the practice race. They are probably going to disappear ahead of me because I'm not quite at their level yet. But obviously we're working on it. Get that brake balance up. Oh, Cyrus just backed out. Oh, Robbie and Caitlin are here. English. I am struggling today. Also, I'm going to start on the mediums because it looks like everybody else was, and that'll just be weird if I'm not. Oh, looks like you had to change settings. Oh shit, we're doing a qualifier. I'm on the mediums. Oh no. Oops. That's what he was up to. Well, this is what I get for not listening to his stream. I can't back out and change it, can I? Nope. Well, I mean, I was going to qualify in last place anyways, so... not like it makes a difference. Oh, I can change. Oh. Okay, good. Oh, I probably should have looked at chat earlier. I would have figured that out sooner. But I forgot, like, if you screw up in quality, you can go back to the pits, and I was like, wait, it doesn't... Yeah, you should be able to. So I'm like, bet. Oh, damn, they're on their running laps, aren't they? Let me just get out of their way. I am definitely a beginner. I should have enough time to at least do a lap, though. Maybe. All right. Honestly, this is pretty good so far. I did lose like a couple tenths at that hairpin though. High 125, not too shabby. I mean, I'd be happy with that in the real race. Oh, I thought we would have time for one more, but not with this countdown timer. Hope I don't give Fanatec more of my money. Well, unfortunately, I hate to break it to you, but I might have to. Because I haven't gotten the shifter yet. And I also want like a, one of those rectangular wheel things, whatever you call it. Not like the circular wheel, but like a GT3 / Formula style wheel, I guess you could say. Oh, there you go. So yeah, the only things I really want from Fanatec now is just the shifter, which is like $250, which is absurd. And yeah, just a new rim. After that, I'll probably be satisfied. I thought about getting better pedals too, but these work just fine for me. I don't think I need anything better than this. But here we go with the practice race. I am starting out on softs, so I'm not sure what they were on. Oh my, ghosting. What is this? Well, that's a nice way to start. Losing the rear end and getting penalized for it. They're all definitely on mediums right now because if they were on softs, they'd be gone. Like, gone. very strong ghosting. Oh, did I touch him? I don't know. Must have been some weird net code. I have not had any practice with the dirty air yet, so it's definitely making the rear a lot more loose, for sure. How does this GTR do on the streets? Not enough juice in this thing. That was too wide. Okay, maybe not. Looks like that RX Vision's a little slippery. That was close. Oop. And there we have it. I knew I was going to hit that corner of that bridge eventually, but just carrying too much speed. Now I'm definitely going to be falling behind. Finally a decent braking zone. And yep, they're all on mediums, but they're still, like, gone. Also, they're gonna go 14 laps on softs. I could barely last 8. He was on mediums. I think I'm the only one on softs. We're at the end of lap 8 now. Honestly, I don't know what tire strat to do. Everybody's pitting for mediums already. Or pitting for softs, I should say. Which means I should be able to go like a few more laps on these, but I don't know. That was... I'll do one more lap on these. It's just my right rear is just dying way faster than everything else. It probably has something to do with my brake balance that I'm using. Or was using. And now that they're already gone, it's getting worse. So I'm just trying to use a throttle to stabilize the car on corner entry. Okay. Let's go ahead and put these on. And get my arrow fixed while we're at it. That was way too wide right there. Oh, loose. I am in slip range, but just barely. I keep getting frame drops in some of these corners. It's actually kind of irritating. It's like sometimes I just brake too early or way too late. Even though I feel like I'm hitting the exact same point every time. Might have been too wide. Once I nail my braking zone, or point, well, I guess both, or I guess it's the same thing, but whatever. We only have 20 more minutes until the race starts, the real one. Ooh. Lead foot. The understeer just killed me right there. I probably would have made it into a decent slipstream range last zone. Yeah. Tongue tangulated. Zwart and I are like neck and neck right now as far as pace goes. I'm a little bit closer now. Looks like it's just barely enough. Not enough to make a difference, though. Especially with that weak exit. Might have been cutting it too much. Alright, I guess not. Now I'm starting to fall behind just little by little. Daniel! What's up? Haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing? Oh. Surprisingly, it seems like wheel spin on the exit of the hairpin isn't really that bad. Because I've never really lost a ton of time on it, unless I lift. Uh-oh. Turns left into a right-hander. Who'd have thunk? Rip. Well, only 25.5 seconds behind Sosa. From my skill level, I don't know if that's not too shabby or embarrassing, but yeah. So, that was decent practice, but now we have just like 10 minutes before the race actually starts, so might as well go ahead and get in there. Oh, lobby just ended. All right, I will be back in a momento, and then we'll get started. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get entered. Enter for your chance to win. Oh. Any day now. Come on. All right, there we go. All right, so for my practice runs, this is pretty much where I ended up. I will go ahead and switch it to global. I think it was like 600 something global whenever I last checked. So yeah, it's 758 now. So I guess everybody's doing a bunch of last minute practicing. So yeah, I didn't quite get into the 124s. My optimal was like a 124.954 or something like that. But my issue right now is just chaining together like 3 good sectors in the single lap, because for some reason it just seems like there's an RNG factor to the left-hander across the bridge leading to the back straight, or the and the hairpin. So sector 1, I'm like I think I pretty much have it spot on by this point, for the most part. But yeah, it's pretty much where we are right now. So all I need to do is just, oh, first things first. Why does it change back to mediums now? It's because I. This game is so stupid with your car setups sometimes. So for the qualifying runs, I'm going to run 2 to the rear. And then for the actual race, I'm going to run 0 for tire purposes. Okay. Oh, I should probably tweet this out. The streaming. All right, get that up there. And yeah. All right. See if we can get our quality pace back up. Sliding too much right there. An upper 125 would be a solid quality lap for me. Like, I'd be comfortable getting that. Just trying to mitigate the understeer as much as I can without making the rear end step out too much. This could be a good one, as long as I get the hairpin exit right. Which I do. Kind of. Better than before, at least. Solid. I knew I was just a hair late on that one. Look at that, I lost 3/10 just because of that. Insane. Or was that 1/10? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I think it was just one. Yep, because all those were red sectors, so I obviously wasn't faster in any way. Somehow that was faster. Alright, well, in just 5 laps, I got my optimal down to 125 too, so... Plus, we have tire wear to take into account for the quali, so... Alright. Oh boy, this is the full A+. Alright, I'm gonna have my work cut out for me this race. Thankfully, I don't see any... What was his name? Jay Vargas, I think it was. That guy caused me a whole lot of pain the last couple races. So, yeah. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with that. So this is the big one. Whew. All right. Here we go. Oh, what's the points table for this? Oh, that's actually kind of weak. I was expecting a little bit more. But everybody in here is A+, so... might have a challenge on my hands. Four minutes? Yeah, nobody's gonna get 2 laps in, so... I wanna have plenty of space, so... we'll let all of them do their thing. Nobody's gonna get 2 laps out of this, are they? Better not. I just realized I shouldn't be eating my tires too much. Oh boy, I think everybody's gonna have time for a 2-lapper actually. We should. I keep getting my times mixed up. Alright, let's see what everybody gets. This is definitely a high 125. Huh? Oh, wow. I think that's going to be it. I'm going to have to nail this if I'm going to get any faster. Which I didn't. What? I feel like I was late there, but obviously I stopped way too soon. It's so weird. I have no idea. Yeah, that was much worse. But, wow, look at that. Damn. Woo! The top 5 is all in the same 10th. Alrighty then. And he's in the GT500 GTR. That thing is terrible. I mean, I guess not for this race, but shit. Oh boy. Do I start softs or mediums? I'm going softs. Oh great, there's a net in here. No. Damn. That's an insane quality lineup right there. All right. Well, here's my strategy. I'm going to start on the softs. Even though it seems like everybody's starting on mediums, I'm going softs for 10 laps on 0 brake balance, just to save the rears a little bit more. And I'm just going to try to have clean air the whole time, no dirty air. It'll keep my car more stable. I'll miss out on the slipstream, but it seems like it's, even with the slipstream, it's still hard to overtake, so. Woo! Dang, Cyrus's lobby is stacked. I have Cyrus's stream pulled up just to see, like, what he's up to in the warm-up race, but oh man. Rexy up in front. Now, that was just a qualifier. They might have had a bad lap. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. That Viper is probably going to be a problem. Not in the corners, of course, but in the straights. But because of that, I'm hoping that the Viper and the GTR have a lot of conflict in the first half. Because the more everybody behind me fights, the better off I'll be. Of course. I wish the tires were color-coded so you can see what people are running. Alright, 0 brake valve. Running radar. And I am not going to glance at chat a single time during this race, so I'll make sure to catch up by the end of it. Please don't tell me that was too wide. I didn't go all the way over the white line. Are you fucking me right now? God. That corner is so stupid. Basically, there's like a perpendicular point on the outside of that corner where if you go in front of it, you get penalized. If you're just right behind it, then you're fine, and you're able to go like all the way to the outside of the rumble strip. But even if you're well inside the strip before that point, you're gonna get penalized. But I'll be able to hold on to my position at least. Because I only lose like 8/10 from a penalty here. But it does put them in slipstream range for this. Not enough, though. I'm not even going to pay attention to the splits anymore. I'm just going to drive. I'm going to take my Porsche to the deep forest. I'm going to drive till I can't no more. I'm going to take my Porsche to the deep forest. I'm going to drive till I can't no more. The only reason that song just popped up in my head just now is because I heard the Queso AI cover to it. Still in the range. Alright, I'm pretty confident that at least me and Thumpy are on softs. I don't know about the rest of the field, though. And I'm also doing much better at preventing sliding around. The brake balance seems to help quite a bit. even if it's just a little. Almost pushed it too wide there. Oh wow. He just wiped out. Alright, well, it's pretty much just gonna come down to tires now, I guess. And consistency. If the guys behind me are all on softs, that would obviously be very good for me, because it just means my pace is much better. But if they're on mediums, then I am definitely in trouble. In fact, I think I'm going to go one down on the front, or one towards the front now. And just gradually increase it as the tires get more worn. Ooh. Tires are in good shape so far, compared to last time. Only halfway down on the right rear. Any of that though. Yep, they are on mediums. Uh-oh. All of them are. I think like my normal pace on mediums without tire wear is like low 127s. For safety reasons, I think I'm going to go ahead and hit now. Oh my god, he got a 793. 4/10 faster than my fastest. Maybe slipstreaming is the strat. Come on, get me out. Hurry the fuck up. So I was like 4.5 ahead whenever they pitted. And after them being on softs for 4 laps, I still pulled away another half second, so I don't know. And this Milk guy, he's clearly like towards the back, but somehow he got a 125.7. Their tires are going to fall off pretty quickly though, so I just got to make sure to be careful on these exits. Shifting into second like this. Yeah, like they made 0 gains through that whole thing. Well, by that corner, I finally got them 3/10, but that was just a bad exit from my end. So I'm pretty much in good shape until they get a second behind. Milk might be the fastest driver here, but probably just got a really bad quali or something. The more laps we do towards the end of the race, the better advantage I have because I'm going to have more tire life than them. Even though they are on the softs now. They made up a lot of ground that lap, though. That was pretty bad for me. This one's much better this time around. Just keep the gap wide. Shit, I shouldn't have lifted right there. I thought I braked too early. That was a good lap until that point. 3 to go, 3 seconds behind, but 1 second behind is a danger zone. So we have 2 long straights at the end of this. That first sector felt slow, but that was actually my best split on the mediums. Pretty sure. If it wasn't my best, then it was like a couple hundredths off. Two to go, and they made 0 gains this lap, so just gotta hit all my marks. Not push it too much. I have some breathing room, so almost pushed him wide there, but I lifted. I do not need a penalty right now. That was awful. There goes 3/10, just like that. But we are on the final lapper now. was surprised that wasn't my first 127. This one might be, though. Just bring it around town. Bring it around town. Well, Ito's approaching the Viper now. I don't know what he's in, but... Alright, we survived. Woo! I'm gonna be honest. That, the soft tire pace was absolutely terrible, but the medium tire pace was excellent. Perfect. That's what I like to see. P1, or pole and P1 right there. No conflicts. No nothing, just me putting down laps in the front. Of course, it's not that entertaining, but I am just happy to get the points. 250 this time, so I think the first race I got like 230 or something like that. I'll have to double check, but nice and solid. I wonder what the battle would have been like if the guy behind me didn't wipe out early on. He was kind of sticking with me a little bit in the first few laps, and probably was on mediums as well. But the soft tire strat, well, actually, it might have not even made a difference because of the gap we got early on, but whatever I did it right, so nice. I will take it. All right. Hell yeah. Save that old replay. 254 points. I had to do that for the screenshot later, so. All right, 492. That's a pretty solid score now for 2 races. So, that was nice one and done right there, I guess. All right, well, we won't know our standings until tomorrow when everything updates. So, I guess for now, that'll be it for this stream. So, I guess on Saturday we have Suzuka, which I'm definitely going to do as well. It's going to be a long race too, like over an hour. And I would like to stream GT4 soon, but I'm having issues with my force feedback at the moment, so I'm still looking into that and see if I can fix it. But, yeah. That's going to be it for now. Thank you guys for stopping by. A whopping 12 of you on a 30-something thousand subscriber channel. But I get it. I don't stream this stuff often. Obviously, not a lot of people are going to watch it. I just have to either bring in new viewers or get my current viewers interested in this stuff, if that's even possible. So, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you on... Well, maybe I'll see you on Saturday. I don't know if I can stream on Saturday yet, but I'll figure it out. So, ka-chow.